Hello my beautiful Pisces dragons, welcome to your September bonus reading. So it's just sort of the energy from now until moving into sort of October's energy, but it's sort of what's going on with Pisces right now as we speak. And you guys, I sort of have this heavy feeling that's come from the cards I've picked out. I've used the chakra oracle deck to get an overall energy for you, and we have grief, despondence, and mysticism. I feel that you're grieving. It might be the loss of a relationship. It could be a person. There are two, like you could be grieving here. Grief, it's she's holding a dog, right? But then with despondence, right, there's also a child. So you could be grieving an actual physical being that has either left your presence or has left, you know, the earth structure. But what I get is that I feel like you're grieving the end of some sort of a pattern, and you're moving on, because if you look at this mysticism card, okay, it's like you've gone within and you're really moving ahead. It's not an easy moving ahead. When I think of this card as a card in the tarot, I would say it reminds me a lot of the Six of Swords. You're very much moving on, even though you might not want to. Like, you've learned the lessons you know you need to. You know you need to transition, and you are. But I do also feel that even though you don't want to, or it's been a hard transition, you know that what you're leaving behind wasn't meant for you. Okay, but it's tough, right? It's always tough to venture into the unknown, right? So, yeah, and I'm hearing that, like, the harder times are behind you, okay? I'm just hearing that you're moving forward. I think that, you know, right, it's like you know that things have to move ahead, like it's time, and that it's time, okay? Okay, Pisces, let's get some cards. Let's get some energy going. Let's get a story going for Pisces here. So, let's see. I'm using the Smith-Waite deck for those of you who like to follow the different decks that I use. You're getting past this. It's been hard to move past, though. I feel like you might have fallen into it a few times. Yeah, okay, so let's see what's coming out here. Yeah, so you have the High Priestess, right? This is you, right, showing up in your reading. You've decided that you need to come into your mode. Oh, there we go. Somebody else got the star sideways as well in another reading. I forget who was it. Capricorn? Was it the star? Anyways, yeah. So you have your Nine of Wands in the reverse. You decided, you've obviously walked away. Okay, so you've decided, and so with the star sideways, it really does speak to exactly what you're going through with this. You know that you need to do it. You've had to self-care and realign your values. You might have felt a little hopeless. Okay, sort of like it wasn't in your control. Like, I just have this thing of just things around you that you actually couldn't control. And I feel like this was a situation that you were very vulnerable with, and you just don't quite, you're having a hard time making sense of it. Okay, you're moving away from it. You know you're letting go, right? And you're bringing in this Ace of Pentacles. You're starting to open yourself to manifesting. Okay, you've had it. You've sort of set a boundary, and you're so done, right? You're finished with whatever this situation was. You have your Seven of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so this is speaking about having weak boundaries, right? And I think that at the beginning you didn't know if you should make the decision or not. And you have your Three of Cups in the reverse, right? So it's, there was no support, right? There might have been, a third party situation with it. There was somebody else in there affecting it. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily an affair, but either you or I really get a heavy sense that it was the other person that was letting people interfere with the relationship between the two of you. And yeah, your Five of Pentacles is in the reverse. So I feel like you've just decided to cut your losses, right? And you decided just not take the risk anymore. You're just like, I'm done. I'm not doing this with you anymore. So you've just sort of decided to move on, and you're going into this again. Like, I feel like I really want you to see this card, this mysticism card, and I want you to see the wind is blowing behind her at her back, their back, doesn't have to be a her, but it's sort of pushing them into a new direction. It's almost like you're being guided by the winds of change to move you into a new cycle, into a new adventure. Okay, let's get more cards. Okay, so yeah, Knight of Cups in reverse. Somebody who you thought was this beautiful, wonderful knight in shining armor, and he turned out oh my gosh, sorry guys, he turned out not to be. So somebody you could have been dealing with that was moody, and maybe you were giving this person love and they weren't giving it back, right? They just weren't into you. Yeah, look at this, and you're closing out the world, right? You're ending this cycle. Good. Yes, the world. You're ending it. Yes. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, can we get some forward energy cards? Just a little sneak peek into this, because I think you guys are really towards the end of this, right? Depending on your timeline. Not everybody's going through the exact same thing all the time. Look, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, the Empress. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. You are making things come true for you by leaving this situation. You're setting yourself up for good, right? You're setting yourself up for positive, okay? Let's see what just came out. So, what came out, let's do this. So you got the Wheel of Fortune. So things are like, so the universe is, so you've done this. It's almost, you are getting rewarded, okay? So you've ended this. You're like, no, you know what? I'm done with this. You've gone into your power. You've gone into this creation mode, okay? You're creating things, right? You've made this judgment call to keep moving on, okay? Your Four of Swords is in reverse. What I will say from this is make sure that you're taking the time you need to heal. Make sure you're taking the time you need to be, and I know that you're okay with whatever this is on one level. Just give yourself time to enjoy the space that this person once consumed. Does that make sense? Make sure that you're enjoying, so whatever you gave them, because you gave to them almost obsessively. You gave to this person. You didn't get anything back. You need to take that and give it to yourself now. You gave too much away, and you're setting boundaries, and you're learning. Yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. I feel that you just need to rest right now, okay? So you don't need to be movement, okay? You don't need to get on too fast with things, right? You just need to sort of just relax and let things move, right? Let the, yeah, look at this, the Hermit. So you need to go back with this mysticism. You need to go and soul search, right? So what was I just going to say? You need to give yourself the time to go back and to learn whatever this is, but also as you create this new things in this new space, right? Is this taking the time that you need to? You're seeing things clearly, okay? Truths are coming out. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. Yeah. Okay, let's get some of these. So, I feel like at this time, like even though you're moving and you're getting pushed into the places, that's what I was going to say, is you need to just be still so that the universe and so that the energies that be can move you. It's like you just have to sit there and just wait. And everything else around you is working because you've done this. You've done this. Back in this past energy, not enough, right? So frustrated in a relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, right? Ego issues, jealousy, right? So back here, right, you were made to feel, right? And you allowed that energy to come in to make you question about how good you are, how much you deserve, and that's not right. Right? Nobody has that power over you. So you need to go back and you need to realize that you are enough. You are enough. Right? Let's see. Love call. A message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. Okay, so first of all, if this comes back calling, what about love call? I'd say no. Have your boundaries, because I have a feeling that you're going to be stopping your karma if you do, unless they've come back and they've done major work. So unless whatever this third party thing is taken care of, don't do it. The Grim Reaper. Yeah. So they're going to come back and you need to say, sorry, this relationship is over. No second chances. You need to grow and transform your life. This person, typical thing that happens, right, is as soon as you say, so you can go and go and go, and they're like, push, push, push. And then as soon as you're like, nope, I'm done, I've had it, then they'll be like, oh, no. We're not playing that game. No, we aren't. Right, Pisces? So, beautiful reading. The universe is moving you to where you need to be. Okay? This is a beautiful reading. I will see you guys in your October reading. Thank you.